Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two running backs who are hoping for plenty of running lanes on that field today. It's Todd Gurley's Rams going up against Ezekiel Elliott's Cowboys.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guy.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping for plenty of touches to come their way. It's Todd Gurley's Rams going up against Ezekiel Elliott's Cowboys.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Goff now looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
This is Brown on the carry. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Second down following the run. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Last year, Gurley, 74% of LA's carries. That's the highest percentage in the league.
But no real payoff because they finished 31st in the league in rushing. I think as a team, they ran for 78 yards per game. They had a 1,000-yard receiver and Kenny Britt out wide.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyrone Crawford coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Another carry now for Gurley. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. It's Chidobe Awuzie, the rookie from Colorado. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Six yards to go here on second down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Prescott now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll give to Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
At one point, the L.A. Rams defensive front four was made up of 4 first-round draft picks, with maybe the best of them all at that time, and still is Aaron Donald.
Yeah,
he's a force.
Former Pitt Panther, and we were praising him a lot last year during our weekly commentary updates, weren't we?
Yeah, strength, quickness, mobility, he has it all. 4th in the Defensive Player of the Year voting in 2016.
They go to Elliott again. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that, because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Prescott. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Prescott now from the 50. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Throwing, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The numbers for Dak as a rookie last year still kind of mind-boggling. And you look at QB rating. Dak was 104.9. Now, among full-time quarterbacks, only 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks, Matt Ryan and Tom Brady, were higher.
And look who he finished ahead of. Guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. Amazing.
Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to get this one to the rookie, Cooper Kupp. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Play action. It's gone. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On first and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it up.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On first down, it's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Goff now to throw. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now Goff on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and now it's second down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer that you have. It's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Off play action. Here's Goff. Room to run past midfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Off on first down. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Again, it's Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, Elliott. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
First down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught right side. It turns. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. They give him a gain of 38.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The give is to Elliott. And he loses the football a second time. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Goff now on second down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Demarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he's out of bounds right at the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The Rams dead last in the NFL last year on 3rd down conversions, just 32%, but they come through there.
They've got a much better chance of that number rising this year for a variety of factors. Of course, they're going to get their quarterback, Jared Goff, going. But the big part is, last season, they were really a one-trick pony on offense. Now they'll be much more varied under new head coach Sean McVay.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
No gain on the play there, second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
10 yards still left on second down. A shotgun snap for gone. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, it's gone. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
On second down, here's Goff. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And now it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. And out now come the Cowboys. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And oh my goodness, he loses it again.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Final minute now of the third quarter. Prescott looks to throw on first. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And the slot man goes in motion left. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Second down fumble. Now the offense needing to do something here on 3rd down. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Dominique Easley in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. And the Panthers definitely thinking upset. They lead in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Flush to his right. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. They'll fake the give. Now Goff to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Goff. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Throwing here, Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. This is Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, They're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It wasn't third and long. It was more like third and attainable, and oftentimes offense just want to run enough to pick up a first down. But I think they wanted a break tendency there. Catch the defense plan for the short pass and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's back to throw. And he's out of bounds right at the 25. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Rams on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. And did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. David Irving in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Goff now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A first down carry by Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Cowboys, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Saints are number one in pass TDs, and they go up against the Falcons defense that will try to keep them out of the end zone.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now Ryan on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On second down, Ryan throws right side, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now Ryan on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alex Anzalone in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. On second down, here's Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now a loose football, the ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he's
trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second down, Kamara, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing now is Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a touchdown, New Orleans.
Cameron Meredith hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge. No place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Breeze. And Ginn's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he coughed it up. And the Falcons say they have it, they do.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A phrase we said a lot last year. Ryan to Jones for a Falcon first down. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. To throw again. Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. We remind you, no night game tonight on Christmas Eve, but we make that up with 2 games under your tree tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. Yes. I'm just reading the card. I got to give props to our writer, Ed Brady, there. But we start with the Steelers and Texans at 4:30 Eastern, followed by the Raiders and Eagles, a Super Bowl 15 rematch. You impressed that I know that?
I'm very much impressed that you know that. Who was the MVP?
Yep, that'll be at 8:30 Eastern from Philadelphia. From the gun, it's Breeze. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Breeze now to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Here's Breeze. It's complete to Flanner. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Breeze now on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The rookie from UCLA, Tech McKinley, and it'll be a 2nd and long. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. 23 yards on the play. A 10th carry for Kamara. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. And Lutz puts this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Ryan. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cameron Jordan. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw on second down, Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Going for the deep ball. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be second and goal. To throw is Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Brandon Coleman was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss a one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Breeze now. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
The second quarter score from KC, and the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to try and go deep again. He's got it at the 15. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a happy holidays. Larry, your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ready? You waiting? 53. Ready?
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Saints. 57 yards. And on that play, congratulations to Drew Brees. He has just hit 70,000 career passing yards.
Okay, let's try and put this into perspective now because it seems like a huge number. But in the history of the NFL, there have only been 2 guys who have hit that number previously. Peyton Manning and Brett Favre. Wow.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
In motion right is Thomas. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Hard throw, incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And Lutz's kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they can't bring him down. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. Operating from the gun. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit and not go down and fumble the ball.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Breeze to throw on second down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he fields it cleanly. Now a hit and a loose football. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And that one puts them on top here in the third. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Deion Jones in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Elsewhere at Arrowhead, they're in the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have extended their lead in that one, and we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Ryan. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. To throw, it's Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. And the Bears have scored again. They've got that one on cruise control. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. That's caught by Meredith right side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Breeze got to have this one. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Freeman again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Ryan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football?
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one results in 35 yards.
5-9. Here we go. Hey,
on 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Going up top. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Duke Riley in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Here's Ryan to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. The 40, the 30, the 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Ready. Ready. 53.
Breeze now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Ryan wants to throw it. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Deion Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
12. Ready? Single slot. Hey, easy.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And this looks to probably be the final play.
Single receiver. Hey, you're in an island over
this. Ryan's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. They set the goal beginning of the year, hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now to be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
Yes, we say so long from New Orleans.